I'm personally a fan of BMWs. I have been for a very long time. So I immediately went to what does a 1980s BMW look like? And it was perfect. It had the perfect body style that I was looking for. That box look should be a pretty easy car to get. That was not the case. Unfortunately, finding the car was a problem. So it took about 4 weeks of looking all over the internet, talking to a lot of people. A lot of things didn't work out until I found one that was perfect. I'm Chris Fong with AP Graphics out of Baltimore, Maryland. This is our 2018 Rap Like a King Challenge entry, codename Rapstar. So the original idea came from a trend that I've just been a fan of for a while. A mix between retro wave and 80s anything. Movies like Blade Runner, Tron, old video games, and Miami Vice. Though it took about 4 weeks to find the car, only being an hour away, the next day we went out there, we test drove it, we looked it over. The interior was in good condition, it drove great. But the body itself, while all the parts were there were areas of rust, paint chips, clear coat missing, and some dents. When I saw it, I thought, all this character is going to go perfect with the theme. So we bought it on the spot and we drove it back. First order of business was the trim. So the chrome trim around the windows was in pretty rough shape. One of our designers, Jimmy, created a custom carbon fiber pattern that we ended up printing on 1105 vinyl with 1360 gloss over laminate. What we wanted to do with this car was wrap things that we had never seen done before. Next thing you know, I saw the windshield wipers and I said, okay, let's do it. Once you're done doing that, you might as well move on. So we did the vents, and throughout the car, we continued to do more accent pieces. The next step for us was the embossing look. After hours of picking out access vinyl, we laid the pattern on the top half of the car. But before we can lay on the actual large panels of film, we had to install the LED panels on the fenders. That we custom cut to fit around the fender and lay flush with the body. We printed a couple layers of green on Avery's ultra clear vinyl to eliminate the pink that was underneath. Now we're ready to lay the full panels. So we wanted to eliminate as many seams as possible on this vehicle, and having one straight across horizontally on the body would have been a big one. And we didn't want to butt seam it either. So we produced the entire design on one sheet using Avery's silver chrome vinyl. As far as the laminate, we wanted to do something different than the standard gloss, so we used Avery's 60/40 Sparkle. With that combination, driving at night with the city lights hitting it, objects reflecting off of the chrome, it ended up being a great idea that was well beyond our expectations. As for the tire decals, we printed on Avery's 1200 reflective vinyl. Next, we sanded down the tire and did multiple attempts of heating and pushing down the vinyl until we got to the point where we felt that we were comfortable with the driving on the road. For the front headlight, one of our installers came in one day with this amazing idea. Just remove the whole thing and let's put a custom cut acrylic piece with a 52-inch off-roading LED light bar behind it. Illegal for sure and probably unsafe to drive, but looks pretty amazing. As for the wheels, we produced custom routed acrylic sheets, placed Avery's ultra clear graphics over top of those. For the stars, we used Avery's 1200 reflective vinyl for this as well. We machine cut over 500 circles at different sizes and placed them all throughout the top half of the vehicle. Now, let's move on to the interior. First thing we did is we gut the entire inside, minus the dashboard and the lining. With the PVC material that we had lying around the shop, we hand cut some pieces to fit over the door panels, back seat, the ceiling, and some of the dashboard as well. Instead of replacing the dashboard or doing any bodywork to it, we decided to use a combination of chrome, the carbon fiber pattern, and Avery's ColorFlow Vinyl Roaring Thunder. For the heads-up display, what it does is it actually traps the light from a projector, and it allows you to display videos and images onto glass during daytime or at night in really high quality. To do so, we used Avery's Ultra Clear and ran it through our UV printer. Trying out different variations of ink, we found the perfect fit between light enough to still drive on the road, but vibrant enough to still show images onto the glass. Altogether, we probably spent over 300 hours and a lot of nights and weekend work, and it was totally worth it. When you're working with a great team like this, although it maybe would have been nice to wrap a new car, maybe something with a nice paint job, something that we normally do here on the day-to-day, the fact that we were able to take a junkyard car and turn it into what it is now, just vinyl, printers, and a little creativity, it really shows you there are no limits to what you can do in this industry. So, that being said, I'd like to thank everybody that helped me out on the build, and thank you for watching.